Stick around, because we're taking the side plates off these two old school and new school Ambassadeur 7000s on this episode of Hack to Fish Part 2. Alright guys, I promised you all about 2 weeks ago that I was going to take the side plates, the cranking plates off of these older Abu reel and the new catfishing special. Took me a little while to, seemed like every time I tried to print the schematics on it, it would blur or something would mess up and it would kind of ruin it all. And I didn't want to take no chance on messing either one of these reels up. So I went somewhere and had somebody else print them, and after I looked at them, I took most of the stuff off of each one of them, like the handle and everything, but I wanted you all to see me take the side plates off and you see what I see right when I see it. So let's get to it and see what we see in the old school and the new school right after this. Alright guys, we'll start with the old school first. Go ahead and take these off. I don't like to put these right here more than hand crank on, because you can bust stuff in here if you take something and try to tighten it really hard down. And most of these plates are aluminum, and if you mess them up, they're really hard to try and replace these, because they're gauged on the inside to stay in here, so you can't pull them out. You'll just have to order a whole new plate. Alright. That's what the inside of the spool looks like. You got your brakes right there on the side. Let's go ahead and take the catfishing special off and see how they compare. Well, some factory tightened that down pretty good. Now, the last video, somebody asked me, what do I use to take these apart? And my wife got me this little drill for Christmas. It is a hyper tough drill, but has a flashlight on it. And you can set the tension on it to where you don't break stuff. But I mostly use this to take my reels and stuff apart. And somehow or another here, you can turn it like a screwdriver. Like that. But it's been real handy on taking these reels apart. I haven't busted anything because of the tension on the side of it. I mean, let me turn it all the way down. All the way down, it's going to stop really easy. See? But one with the tension, if you're going to use an electric one, use these little 12 volt ones. It will save you from breaking a lot of parts. Anyway, now that we got these loose, let's look on the inside of the new one, see what the spool is set up like. And again, this is set up the same way. These right here will not come out. Alright, there you go. The brakes are built in to this plastic. But mostly, the shaft and everything looks the same way. The housing for the worm gear pretty much looks the same way. They're both plastic. But the only downside is, I don't think you can take these brakes off on these plastic ones. I might be wrong. But these are rubber right here, and these are plastic. Alright, let's get to the crank casing. We're going to pull this out, see what's different. Oh, gotta take this off. I forgot. That's what the casing looks on the inside of a late 80s, early 90s 7. Set it right there. And I've noticed we're probably going to take this off to take it out. There's a lot of force behind this reel when I unscrewed it. And it's probably due to the springs that's right here. So, if you ever have to take one of these apart, please be careful, because if you just open it up and these springs ain't tensioned off, they could just spring out there. Then you end up losing some stuff. A lot of pressure behind this reel. Now, if you do go ahead and take these apart, kind of set everything in order to where you know that you can put it back together or take pictures with your phone. That way it'll be easier. Now, as far as looking at the inside, these reels hasn't changed very much. So, I am seeing that they did in the new one, the catfishing special, there's a plastic gear right here on the inside of this, and there's no plastic gear on the inside of the catfishing special. So they did improve the catfishing special a little bit, but as far as the spool, like I said, most of the brakes are plastic now. These are rubber. The gears look bigger, but it's looking like that this is more sophisticated than the older reel. I'm not seeing as many. Well, there is a few plastic gears, but it looks like they made a bigger spring right here for the engaging of your of the line release. But there you have it. These two right here, look. They've tried to advance it a little bit. There's more gears and levers in this one than there is this one. But we'll see. Like I said, this one has about 20 some years on this reel. I'm going to be fishing with them both, put them to test. We'll see if the 20-year-old will still outlast the new one. We're going to put all this back together, and then we'll discuss some more things right after this. Alright guys, after getting everything apart and everything reels good, I guess I did pretty good. Placed some more oil in there, clicker works. So, like I said, it's good having the schematics when you want to take something apart. Now, my assessment on the plates on the handle side of the reel is they have improved in the new ones. There's a lot more metal parts in the right plate of the handles than it was back in the 90s. I don't know if they listened to people and some people had some issues with the handles or whatever, but apparently they feel the need to replace it. Now, moving on, I'm not putting anything down about Abu. I've noticed that the catfish specials are made in China, assembled somewhere else, but some of the parts are made in China. But all in all, they were improved. In my opinion, they improved on the handle side, but in the spool, they replaced the brakes and stuff with plastic. I don't know how long that plastic's going to last, but that's what they did. Well, they also replaced some plastic parts, some metal parts from the 90s to plastic on the clicker side. Like I said, don't know how long they'll last, and I know plastic breaks under pressure. Depending on that pressure, we don't know. But I hope this video helped you in making a decision whether you want to buy an old one and just redo it and have a older quality reel, or if maybe you just want to buy a new one. Like I said, I just paid $50-some for this on eBay. And if it serves me 3 or 4 years, it's a good deal. If something breaks on it, you can always order parts from Abu Garcia. But these reels have been around for years. You have people that love Abus, you have people that hate them. I can use anything that brings in fish. It don't matter to me. Like I said, I've used the Iowas. I have a really old Garcia up here on the shelf that is made back in the 60s. Here's a Garcia ocean reel. And it's a little intimidating to throw, but it still works. Still good reel. It'll throw 50 pounds like it's nothing. Again, been around for years. Now, if you have a preference of a reel that you like, I have Shimano, I have Daiwa, now I have Abu, I have Akuma reels. Like I said, I'll fish with anything. But if you have a reel preference that you like, leave a comment below. And if this video helped you make a decision on what you want to do, leave a comment. Till again, this is Hack to Fish, and I am out.